as Speaker, when I was Speaker, I attempted to do this. The Ninth Assembly attempted, but we were resisted very vigorously by civil society. I guess the chickens have come home to roost, and I believe we're all on the same page now that social media is a menace and it must be regulated. Let me go straight to what I was able to scribble down. And once again say good afternoon. I am delighted to be here this morning on behalf of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who has asked that I represent him here this morning and extend his best wishes and fondest regards to the author, Babatunde Raji Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, to the publishers, and to all who have made this book and this gathering today possible. We're living through one of the most fraught periods in modern history. The world is changing all around us. The international settlements and underpinning the global order since the end of the Second World War are being renegotiated in real time across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Amidst this global turmoil.
All right, so we're not going to waste too much time on that. Basically, what we're talking about right now is Gbajabiamila calls for social media regulation.
Gbajabiamila. His name is
Gbajabiamila. Thank you, Jerry.
Gbajabiamila.
Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila.
And if you want to go the full Nigerian way, you say the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila.
All right, let's do it that way. The Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, in giving a speech and representing the President of Nigeria, Tinubu, called social media the menace of society today. But in response, there's a lot of response around the internet to this. You know, obviously, it's not the first time that we're hearing politicians or people in public office trying to regulate social media. I'm going to read this response from Mr. Macaroni, and I'll give you the floor, right? Mr. Macaroni is one of the comedian, content creators, some of the popular content creators today. He's also an actor. He said social media wasn't a menace when Mr. Gbajabiamila used
exactly what I would have said.
used it to address the government as vagabonds and barbarians in 2014. Today, he is chief of staff, and he suddenly realizes that social media is a menace. Hypocritical vagabonds in power and barbarians at the gate. I yield to you, Chief.
Yes, the merry occupants of Aso Rock Presidential Villa, otherwise called the State House in Abuja, they don't seem to get it that occupying the number one address in Nigeria, that residential
villa
address for the president or the presidency, that is just like a bubble, like everything that life represents. It also will end at some point.
Only for a time. How do you say that?
You say what?
Only, how do you say that? Only but for just a season, right?
It's just for a while. And you know, we are talking of eternity here. This is just a dot. The fact that they are running the show in Aso Rock today is just for a while.
Wait, Chief, is this an actual picture of him trying to jump a fence? Was he harassed at once upon a time? Was he on top of a gate?
See, these are people that are engulfed. They don't seem to get it. Every solution they are throwing at the economic dire straits in which they have driven Nigeria, it's not working.
This is why he wants to shut down the social media.
Oh,
this is it right here.
But yes, you see, whether it's Femi Gbajabiamila or President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, when he was, as they say, a human rights crusader or pro-democracy activist, or the one that speaks the loudest, our respected senior colleague, Ogabayo or Anuga, all of them, they employed the what you would call the equivalent of social media to
Yes,
tackle the military,
of course.
to do all sorts, even to oppose Obasanjo in those days. You see, now the bitter pill is in their mouth. It's not palatable anymore. But you know what? They are going to live with this. They cannot stop a train that has already begun its motion. This cannot lead us anywhere other than to improve on the quality of governance and leadership that Nigeria must have as entitlement. For them to be scapegoating citizens and citizen journalists and what have you by trying to amplify and trying to abridge right to expression, media freedom by saying social media is the problem of our time. So the politician is not a problem. It is
It's not a sound
social media.
statement to make. It's not a sound
Yes,
statement to
these
make.
people they want to go to heaven. They don't like the mention of death. They don't want to die. They don't want to have that experience. Yes, they must enjoy everything that liberty represents, everything that freedom represents. But the necessary tool, that veritable tool, a major component of getting there is what they want to tinker with. God help them. We can only pray for the delivery of their soul. Can you imagine? I don't know if we are still going to touch on that. Bayo Nonga, instead of responding, I mean, in a brilliant way, the way Mr. Fashua, the economic advisor to the vice president, the way he came out with the entire truth on what predatory stuff is going on behind the scene concerning the economy of Nigeria, the exchange rate, and how some people are not being sincere. What it does is to blame imaginary foes and enemies, opposition, for whatever the common Nigeria is feeling in terms of pain and pang at the moment. You know, you mentioned that Mr. Macaroni, like I corroborated, Mr. Macaroni is a comedian. But you know, the average politician is not just capable of theatrics, but comedy of the absurd extreme.
They literally act like vagabonds. That's what they.
Yes, that is what they are.
Yeah, they literally act like it. Yeah.
They are just ranging free. They don't want to be questioned, but they will be questioned, not just by professional journalists, but citizens that use the tool of social media. They will be questioned and reined in.
Yeah. Dan with a verified Twitter account here is the one who posted this picture. And this picture says it all. He said, "This is the present thief, not Ole thief of staff, Akim Olufemi Gbajabiamila." Another person said, "They always can't take what they dish out, and we all decide never to be oppressed."
Oh yeah, you can see how jittery they are. They have become so restless. They can, I mean, they don't know. And the solution is so simple. Instead of throwing, what do you call it, measures of emergency, acting on impulse on all these things, they should think it through, and then know that they are already in a dish. They need to stop further digging, but try to find a way of climbing out.
But is that even what is the next thing to worry about in Nigeria right now?
No, they must worry about everything, particularly the misery they have visited on Nigerian citizens. Nigerian citizens who voted them in, some of them with enthusiasm, because we don't want to join in applying the broad stroke of
that's true.
Condemning everything about them. But as citizens, it is our right to be cynical It is our right to question what they do. It is our right to uh, put some of these things.
It is
Um,
also our right to throw them within the free
yes,
speech
even yes, free
constraints.
speech. We will parody them. We will lampoon them. We would. Yes, beyond the
And
fact of
nothing can stop that for as long
yes,
as they want the same
yes.
benefits that come
The,
with
the,
that.
the, this is not new. This is not new. From time immemorial. Look at what a brilliant writer like what's the name of the author of Gulliver's Travels, Jonathan Swift. The way he parodied and used satire to paint the picture of Tories and wigs
It's always been that way. That's what Saturday Night Live is built around. It's not a
yes.
social media thing. It's always we're going to troll you.
So
With it's
see,
just what it is.
I really pity people like Femi Gbajabiamila and Ogabayo Ononuga. I mean, Ogabayo Ononuga has every right to end that place as one of the people. You know, sometimes I look at him and the team at the news or the tell, and other people what they achieved with the might of pen is almost equal to what Thomas Paine did in America during the independence struggle. You know, there were times that the troops were flagging, the spirit was failing them, they were losing courage, and this man just give him a glass of his wine, like the late respected Nigerian journalist Dr. Stanley Makebu. You know, once that thing is running in the system, inspiration comes. And Thomas Paine was able to move with the might of 10 American soldiers to fight and fight until they got victorious. That is the kind of the typology that one should expect of people like Femi Gbajabiamila and Gabayo Ononuga. But what have they become today? The same ladder through which the same ladder through which they became iconic characters is what they want to damage. They want to destroy. It doesn't happen cheaply like that. Yeah, Omashe is the word to use because you know they are our elders. But even in journalism too, I don't know if that is the standard we really want to operate. We just give it to them the way they should be. They should be served. I don't know what Femi Gbajabiamila is talking about.
I always say the truth is undefeated. So
yes,
you can stretch it for as long as
and
you want.
that is almost becoming an emblem of shame for the ruling party in Nigeria. Look at what Buhari did, the same APC. I mean, the way, out of anger, he was the one that offended the sensibilities of Nigerians, bringing back the haunting image of how pogroms and genocide, targeted killing of Igbos, and then he was saying he would teach them that same lesson, that they should go and ask from whoever. A president talking loosely like that, and when it was dished out to him the way he never expected, he decided to ban Twitter. You see the way, the mentality of some of these parties who call themselves left of whatever. They copy stuff from the pages of Joseph Stalin operational manual. You know, they become so extremely repressive. They would even kill if they have the opportunity. Who knows if these people have been killing? God forbid. So they should straighten up and understand that all we require of them is good governance. And that should not lead to the complicated issue of wanting to destroy
free speech.
Social media. They did not even, they didn't put, they were not even called to that conference or workshop where these tools were developed. Now, this is driving billions, if not trillions, in terms of economic prospect all over the world. That is whatever is good. You can, you must sure to find a Nigerian who would want to put the wheel, I mean, the spanner of destruction. That is what Femi Gbajabiamila is trying to do, and that in itself is ridiculous, you know. I don't know.
I'll read this and I'll let you say one small thing about it so we can go to the next segment.
That's
This
right.
person said it's a case of selective amnesia. There are digital footprints of how APC manipulated and orchestrated the use of social media via propaganda under their chief propaganda Caesar, Uncle Lai, to ask GEJ, President Jonathan, in the events leading to 2015 elections. I know this man below would have joined them. Their hypocrisy stinks. And this was a statement. It says APC lied, deceived Nigerians through social media. Now wants to ban it. Governor Wike, that's a quote from him. You have misled the country. You told us lies through social media. The same social media that you use to take over government. The same social media you want to regulate and ban. This was from 2021. You know, I don't think they fully understand the nature of social media. You know, unless they want to go completely bonkers like China, which I don't think they have the resource. I don't think they have the luxury to do that. They should just forget it. This is just hit
Yeah,
dog.
it's a pipe dream.
Yeah.
It's a pipe dream. I mean, see, at the see when APC wanted to come into power, some of our associates had facilitated a forum for them to interact with them. With Apex and the top-notch politicians in the then White House in America. One character there that knows himself now was boasting in the vehicle that was conveying everybody to the White House that day. That they don't have money like the ruling government of the day, the sitting government, but that you see this lie, they would tell it against them so much so that Nigerians would virtually drive them away. That was the tool, one of them who later became a major operative within that government. That was the tool he was boasting to engage. And over again, they used the tool of deception, they used the tool of misinformation, they used the tool of manipulation to drive Nigerians to where Nigerians are today. Whatever is really getting under their skin now is because Nigerians are telling them the hunger in the land is too much. See, when a man of
So that's getting under their skin. No, yes, juju be that.
Na juju. Na juju. In fact, na craze. Now, let me tell you, a man of history, yes, a man in America here, Richard Wright, who writes the book Black Boys, I guess, yes, that's the title of it. But the original, you know the original title of that book?
No, tell me.
Which is changed. American Hunger. Go and research. American Hunger. When somebody is dealing with hunger, what else can you say that would not lead him into anger? And Richard Wright, in that is a autobiographical piece, painted the graphic picture of deprivation and everything. That is the moment that Nigeria is going through at the moment. I mean, that is the motion that Nigerians are observing now. Whether in 13th century England, or you're talking of 1917 Bolshevik revolution in Russia, it was a riot that became bloody over expensive bread. So Tinubu and his people should sit up. Hunger, food scarcity can lead to any government being torpedoed. That is what they do not want to hear, and that is what Nigerians are happy on. You don't get angry about that. Just fix it. Do something about it. So, good luck to him. Maybe he has the keys to the different clouds, cyber clouds, can shut it down. Gbajabi- Gbajabiamila
I guess they're just teasing the idea.
is not. They made. Don't forget they took concrete steps, including the Randy senator then, who went to a toy shop, a sex toy shop, to assault a defenseless Nigerian woman. All of that one was the most vociferous, the loudest of all, who wanted social media regulated. And then they were bandits about it, crime and what have you. These people, if they are tired of being creative as to the kind of laws they want to give to Nigerians, they should go back to their different towns and villages. They have done well. They deserve some rest. Let people that are more brilliant, you know, take over. This kakitocracy, which I'm told is the leadership provided or government by least competent characters. It don't tire us.
Oh God, thank you for that. Let us know what you think about this social media regulation proposal, whatever you want to call it. Let us know what you think in the comment area. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications, and make sure you're following everywhere. Also on TikTok, by the way. And we'll be back in 20 seconds.